Hey guys, welcome in. My name is Julie. This is Frontier Tarot. Let's go. Wow. Okay. I keep feeling this for you guys. It's like, don't dig into the past. You guys, one of you guys keeps going into, there's like a vault, and you keep like going in there to try to like, I don't know, you're either trying to reconnect with something or someone, or you're like, you really want to get back into something that you used to do. And they're saying like, let it go, like the past is the past. Like if any of you guys are feeling, that's weird, any temptations to go back and like, I don't know, reach out to someone or like, some kind of an old habit, they're saying to not do that. They're like, you've come so far, like don't go back. Yeah, especially if it's a relationship, like someone, like just don't don't do it. All right, like it's fine, but like I just would rather you guys move forward than to try to rework something from the past that honestly wasn't really that fulfilling to you anyway. So just be honest with yourself and understand that the temptation is normal, it's natural, and I just feel like you guys have worked so hard to overcome this thing or this person or the situation or this programming or anything that's kind of kept you stuck. You got out of it, so don't keep putting yourself back in there energetically. Okay, you got to like walk away. Some of you guys, there's an eating habit or some kind of like emotional eating, and you're waking up and you're going to the refrigerator, get a lot of like this refrigerator energy. And it's like, it's okay, there's nothing bad going on, but just try to discern for yourself why you're doing that. Like, what's the emotional need there? Because that's what it is. There's an emotional need that was never met. Ding ding. And so you're trying like hell to like get in there, and like you're not like doing a bad thing about it. You're trying to self-care and take care of yourself and understand like you're not in like denial anymore, but they're just saying just like put it down. Put down like the brownie batter, put down the sugar, just put it down. Some of you guys are like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but like we all have these things, like are just like weird things that we do when no one's looking, and like it's kind of adorable and cute, but at the same time, like you've outgrown it. There's like the inner child. I haven't even pulled a card yet. The inner child in you is like needing something. So yeah, there we go. 6 of Cups. Exactly. Your inner child. So I'm getting for like a man, if there's any men that watch me, this is definitely for you. There's an element, but women too, of course, I just don't want to rule out the men, because I really feel like there's like, some guys are really starting to like understand this shit, we're like, where have you been? I mean, we've been like out here doing all this, but I feel like there's more men who are kind of joining the conversation. And I think that's awesome, because the better the men are, the better, like, it's just better. They're having a moment right now. I think it's really amazing. So find like good, strong, loving men that you can be with and spend time with. This will help a lot. Maybe some of you guys are missing, I don't know, one of you guys that's very specific, but lost a brother, or who has like maybe a father, like a loved one. So I think maybe there's an element of needing to kind of feel through that a little bit. Maybe that's why you're going into the refrigerator to get the food, because you're comforting yourself because you miss someone, or like, I get it. I totally get it. So that will pass, they're saying. Like these waves of nostalgia or even grief or loss, or, we all grieve like our childhood and like our youth, right? I mean, my God, that's a huge, I think, passage that we all have to go through, is that kind of midlife. There's this podcast called The Midlife Chrysalis, which is kind of corny, but whatever. And it's all about going through midlife. And I find it like, when I can kind of deal with some of the gooiness of it, like informative and at least helpful that people are talking about these stages, because it's kind of like they almost go back to like adolescence and like kind of how awkward adolescence can be and how confusing and emotionally challenging. And that's when we're doing a lot of these habits, it's when you start maybe drinking or smoking weed or smoking cigarettes or like whatever those habits that we keep kind of revisiting, so to speak, they kind of stem from, it feels like for some of you guys, that time in your life when you were younger. So maybe just a little bit of like cleanup there, but like again, like we don't need to dive into the past. Like you don't need to go hire a therapist and figure that shit out. You really don't. And I mean, all good, to therapists out there that are wonderful people doing amazing work, but you don't have to figure it out, like that's the problem. It's like we try to understand it in our brain. You poke your eye out. That's it. So some of you guys were just really wounded, you were really fucking hurt, like physically, emotionally. I mean, my God, it was a hard, rough go in the beginning, especially if you're sensitive, which is if you're here, clearly you are. So, there's just sometimes these little bumps and bruises that we have to kind of continue to heal. But check this shit out. This is awesome. This is putting all of that. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. This is the Eight of Pentacles. She is like, this is like the alchemist. This is the wizard. This is the person that turns all that shit around, all that sad shit from the past, and she just completely like makes magic out of it. This is someone who transmutes energy really well. This is someone who is creative. That's why I always go back to creativity. Always, always, always. That's the one thing we can do, to make all of this so much better. Like so much better is when you get creative. See how the energy just lifted up? Like I just got more excited. I was like, thank God we're out of the vault. We don't have to go, walk around there. We talked about it, right? It's done. Like close the refrigerator, close the vault. It's all good. Great time to wrap shit up. Okay, we talked about this last week. Get it done now. Get all those things done. Sign the divorce papers. Close the business. Move the shit out. Do all of that now, please. I'm begging you. That is going to help you so much because you don't know what's coming. And the only reason you don't know what's coming is because the past is just lurking around. It's just calling, come over to the vault. Like it won't leave you alone. Okay. And that's why you need to get creative. That's why you need to sit down and live your life. Like she's the master of her own reality because she understands that. This is using your intelligence instead of doing this thing. Sorry, I get really, I was shaking, but this is like, this girl's on fire, this shit is on fire. And it's when you get out of this, like, oh, I don't know. And this, for some of you guys who are dating or whatever, like, and if you got some guy who's just like, I don't know, I don't understand my feelings very well. Like, I'm sorry to be rude, but we all know that guy, like cannot like clean up their own mess. You know what I'm saying? You are like, I'm focusing on my business and I am getting really excited about what I'm creating right now. And if you can't make up your mind, like fine. Like this is what's going away. It's our tolerance for this stuff. Indecision, wishy-washiness, flaky, emotionally immature. Okay, like I'm not trying to bash on this guy, and we all can have compassion. We all feel like this from time to time, but it's better for you to focus on what you love. And this is really creative. Look, she's got like a perfume bottle. This is like combining everything you've always loved, and it's like a rainbow. Do all of it. So the best time, especially if there's retrogrades going on and stuff, and we keep talking about this past and the vault. Okay, go into the vault. If you got to go into the vault, but pick out something good. Go find the thing that you used to love to do as a kid. Like I was thinking about like paper dolls. Like I loved, Miles is like, meow. He's agreeing. Go back in the creative vault. Okay, this is your homework. Go back there and remember when you were a child, what like the best parts of it were. Because if you're watching me, we probably didn't have the easiest go. Right? That's why things like music, right? Like I think about music, like how much I love music so much because it was such, especially in the 70s, it was like a spark of joy that came into my life, like in the car or when you got home and you put a record on, like music, it made everything better. It lit up my life in such a way because the rest of it was kind of, not so great. But when the songs came on, when the music came on, it just like, it was so transformative. Okay. So this is transformative energy. This is someone who makes magic, okay? This is someone, I mean, look at her. She is not joking around. She's like a creative witch, okay? This is someone who can take all of those things. Pay attention. Who's paying attention to me out there? I hope someone is, because this shit is good. Whatever you're working on, whoever's like working on their thing, man, woman, doesn't matter. Whatever you, oh my God, it's so good. Keep blending, keep working it. Like just focus on it 100%. This is someone who's just like, oh, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take, I'm like getting this perfume bottle, like these green, like from the antiques, like the antique markets and stuff. Like someone should go to the flea market, go to the antique markets, like the French ones that are around, well, at least where I live. So fun. Go find little like old bottles, like these old green bottles, like a very Parisian kind of aesthetic feeling, I love this. Some of you guys are really like on the brink of a major, major breakthrough when it comes to your business, your creative life, and it's all about what you focus on, that period. If you just get obsessed with perfume bottles right now. If that's your thing, go into it. Go into that vault, the vault of creativity, the vault of production. A lot of you guys are getting into production right now. If there's anything you're doing involving production, find the best people. Go far and wide if you have to. Like if you're making, sweaters, go to Italy. If you want cashmere, go to Mongolia. Like go to the source. That's going to be better. It's better for you to travel and go get the shit that you need or get the inspiration that you need and then bring it home and do your thing. Okay. This is like a major, major, like you're so happy and satisfied because you don't have to give up one thing over another. And some of you guys are just deciding, well, should I do this or should I do that? Or should I do this? You can do all of it. You don't have to decide. This person's trapped in indecision. They don't know if I should go down this path or this path. Should I move here? Should I do that? Who doesn't feel like this? I mean, I get it. Like, what do I do? Do I move back here? Do I go there? Like, no, this is over. Okay. This is like, just sit down and do your thing, like kind of like what I did today. I'm like, all right, I just got back from LA. I had like the best weekend ever. Oh my God. We ended up going to, oh my God, my friend took me to the Polo Lounge, the bar at the Beverly Hills Hotel. And it was like the best. I mean, it was like this painting had come to life and everyone in there was like so, like such a character and everyone was dressed. And then next thing you know, like Clive Davis walks by and he's like got this like sequin jacket on and like Bill Maher's there. And like, it was like it was so on fire that it sparked this thing, this is what I want you guys to find, this spark, it just takes the spark. So plant yourself where you're going to spark. Okay. Like you know where to go and what to do when you feel like you want inspiration. Okay. So go do that. Don't worry about it. Just pick one. It doesn't matter, but go where you're like, go talk to that person. Like I have friends that I just want to go see and spend time with. Like I'll go far and wide just to talk to them because they inspire me, So if it's a moment of inspiration, make that more powerful than the need to go to the refrigerator, the emotional refrigerator, or go too far into the past. Okay. I understand. Like I've been grieving all year, the loss of my father. So I understand like there's a love to this. Like it's time. They're just saying it's time. It's time to get into it, like get into your thing. And what you're doing is unique to you. Okay. You don't fit. Okay. Let this be very clear. You don't fit into other people's organizations and you're not designed to do that. Square peg, round hole. You're not designed to go live by other people's rules and fuck no. Like, no, like God, not, no. You are here to do your thing, your way. You are the center. It's you. It's you they want. It's you that they need. Like, it's really about you. And for those of you who've gotten to this place, it's not fucking easy, okay? Because it's way easier to play the safe game. And, do like the traditional thing or whatever, like you were programmed to do. So this girl, like, has earned her place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've earned it. She works. Like, this is a working person. But this is someone who loves to do what they do. It's like an artist wants to paint. A musician wants to make music. Like it's you love doing it. So do that. Just start doing that. You're going to make money, okay? You can make money doing that. Like that's what the Eight of Pentacles is all about. You will be more than provided for, is what I'm hearing. It's just about creativity, y'all. I mean, it really is. Get creative, okay? And love yourself in the process. Really get into yourself. Like she understands that she doesn't fit. She spent her whole life trying to fit in and she never did. So finally she's just like, well, I guess like I'm just going to do me. It's literally that simple of a shift. It could happen like in the middle of the night. Next thing you know, you sit down and there's something looking at, and you're like, well, it'll just come to you. You're going to be like, I'm going to do this. It'll just come. It drops in. This is like the purpose and the mission and why you're here. Okay. Like you can't force this thing. It's not like I got to figure it out thing. Oh, I know I got it. No. Ain't going to do that. Okay. Take the emotion out of it. Even though that sounds counterintuitive, don't get emotional about it. Because when you're emotional about it, you're going to be too attached to the outcome. It's just going to fuck it up. Like you can't go like create an album and like be, I don't know. You got to like get all that. That's why you do it. Why you perform is to like break through all of that. Look at this as like breakthrough. Where can you break through? Where can you be seen? She's not afraid to be seen. I mean, there looks like maybe there might be a big old camera right in front of her. So be very open to opportunities like that to be seen and not having to go anywhere to do it. Like online stuff, right? Great. If any of you guys are doing an online, you're getting on media or whatnot, fucking awesome. Like you are so well positioned to do exactly what you want. Make it your own. Make it your own and get the best of the best. If you're putting some potion together, go source a vintage antique glass perfume bottle with like a thing from some market in Paris. You know what I mean? Like get the good shit, okay? Sorry, I just get really excited about this stuff because I do feel like some of you guys are really creating like a beautiful line or like something it's got all the things, and it blends all of your true loves, they're saying. So like go through and kind of look at like your true looked at music, like nature. I remember nature being enormously comforting growing up in Michigan. Like I'd hop the creek and you'd be in the woods, and I just love being in the trees. Trees enormously comforting to me. Like these are things that you want to take with you. Like if the world was going to end and Earth was going to blow up, like what would you want to take? Some people would be food. Some people it would be architecture. Some people it would be, clothes, fat, whatever it is. Like just figure out your formula, okay? Your formula is starting to really ripen. Love that. Huh. So just get real into yourself. I keep saying that lately, and I feel like what we got to work on right now is just not going back to like the old way. Like don't like take the lemons and turn them into lemonade. If you're going to go back there, pull out some good shit. So if you're going to go back and look at your past, find all the things from childhood that you loved, paper it out, right? Whatever it is, like just get clear on those things and bring that into the formula. Freaking awesome. I'm getting a huge amount of people who are writers, screen, media, like not media, but film, television, content, all that stuff is really well positioned for you right now. So if that's something that you're interested in, just do it. Don't sweat it. Like just do it. Wow. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for you. Whoever is really getting into this energy, because it's so not, all of these people are going, this is the old way. Okay. Most people are kind of really stuck right now. They don't know what to do. And you're sitting down and you're changing that. You're sitting down and you're going, well, let's just fucking figure this shit out. Because sitting here wondering what all this stuff isn't going to matter. You're actually doing it. So it's good to call it. Call the shots. You know what you're talking about. You have enough experience in this lifetime and others to understand exactly what needs to be said. So just do it. Say it. Say the thing. Shit. Sorry. I got really very heated Because again, it's like passion, right? These are things you're passionate about. You know, like if you love trees, like it hurts you when someone chops a tree down. Like it really, like you feel it. You know what I mean? Like pay attention to things like that. Energy. This is energy, okay? Like now you're working, now this is when you can really, really make some shit happen, is when you understand your energy. Fuck, I can't wait for that. Like I still feel like I'm learning, you know, like I don't know these things. I'm just channeling, I'm doing my thing, right? So I can really relate to you guys so much just because I know I go through all this stuff myself. So, ooh, the Emperor. Some of you guys, yeah, major boss energy. So great time to align yourself with the best of the best. Go right to the fucking top. Don't waste your time dicking around with anybody else. Like go to the person who makes decisions. Go to the owner, the founder, the believer. Like go to them. Don't, like, you're fine. Like go seek them out. Like they're going to give you good information. So like, I'm like Clive Davis. I'm like, he just walked in the other night and I was just like, oh my God, I get a chance to talk to him. But if if it had not been the night before the Grammys and he was being swarmed by people, I would have talked to him. Of course I would have, but like, it's okay. Like find more opportunities to talk to people. Like go make that call, if you want to go talk to someone and, just go do it. Wow. But I do feel like this kind of thing is it's just about one more turn, it's like just instead of doing that thing, go sit down, turn on your computer, whatever, and just start doing it. Just start doing it, like at night, even at night, like, I don't know, just get on there. Just do your thing. Talk about it. The tower is here. It's a breakthrough. This is good. This is good energy. Tower shows up, people get all freaked out. But the tower is going to happen if you just sit around like this still. Believe me, you're going to get a wake up call. So it's better just to start doing it. And I understand there's probably some fear involved. Like, am I good enough? Am I this? Am I interested? Yes, you are. Just your people are going to find you. Your audience is going to find you. Your clients are going to find you. Your customers are going to find you. People will come to you. Okay. You just go do what you want to go do when you want to go get the thing that you want. Like if someone's performing somewhere and you just want to go to that show in particular, like go, like that's the things you're going to start doing. Maybe there's, I don't know, someone in town, or maybe there's an art opening, or like once you identify your like all those loves, like your true loves, like not just some fantasy about someone who maybe you should spend your life with. Like, don't think about love right now. Don't think about, I mean, I'm not trying to be like anti-love. I'm just saying that's kind of what got you in the situation, is that a lot of us, especially for women, we keep thinking that we're, no, like you're going to be so much happier if you just do you and then see what happens. Okay. You can't call in that emperor, whether this is a romantic thing. You can't call that person in if you're sitting here like uncertain about your life or feeling emotional or can't make a decision. Just start doing it. This is the time when action and simple shifts and just what you focus on, what you put your time and energy to, that is what matters. So the more time and energy you have to put towards your own passions and pursuits, that's a good name. Passions and pursuits, like that kind of thing. Get into it. Start a podcast, start talking to people that you want to talk to. Like, very self-reflective. Like everything I'm sharing with you guys is like, I get excited about it. I'm like, that's a really good idea. That's really good advice. Like, I know it's coming from me, but it's not. It's like, it's just very reflective. I'm just getting a very reflective energy overall today. So if I seem a little odd, it's just because the veil seems really thin and it feels wonderful. It feels fucking great, So you create the tower. This is what you need to do, is you need to break through and disrupt and say what needs to be said. And by Christmas, like I always get Christmas energy with this tower card, which I think is so awesome. Like even, or if you guys have a product line, there's a Christmas launch, something around Christmas, the holidays, shit is going to like be like on fire, like in a good way. Okay. So a lot of change coming through when you sit down and focus on the things that you want to do and just start doing that and make that your work, your job, your thing. It's just, and with the eight, it's like you need the variety. So some of you guys, especially if you're like, you get bored, I'm like, I don't want to just like stylist. I was a writer. I was a this. Now I'm a channeler. It's like pull them all together, right? Like some people just don't want to be one thing. God forbid. You should just want some variety. That's why the old way doesn't work. Like some people, okay, you want to be an accountant. That's great. You want to be a doctor. That's great. Wonderful. Love it. We need you. But there's some people that just need a variety, rainbow people, right? They need the full spectrum of things. They want to use all the stuff. And that's amazing. The creativity comes from that. How can you put it all together? A lot of blending I'm getting. So really, if you guys are playing music or creating music, it's the layers, the tones and the layers. This is a good time to explore layers. God, the other thing from my childhood, I'm totally dating myself, but they used to have the sand thing where you get these glass, like they look like big wine glasses, like white, like clear canisters, and they would send you all this colored sand, and you would like layer in like all the colors and like create your own like pattern, like shit like that, like kind of old school, like very analog, very like nostalgia, like pull the nostalgia into what you're doing, or maybe that's part of the whole concept or the ethos is like the best of the things from the past or the best of the things that, because, the way things are moving, all that, like these are artifacts, like these things are like fossils, you know what I mean? Like they're like, we need to like hang on to like the best of them. Wow, look at that. The sun, see? Breakthrough, optimism. This is like finally feeling like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Like the sun just brings love and joy. Like really good time for you guys to get out in the sun, depending on where you are, like it's been so beautiful here in sunny California, and just feeling the sun like in the wintertime is so nice. So that could be very healing for some of you guys. It's just to kind of get that, especially on your skin. Like they're showing me to go, I know some of you guys who are in like 20-degree weather, you're like, fuck you. Like I don't have, I can like sit by a pool, but you can make that happen if you want to. And just like be like with the sun on your whole body, not just like your face, like put on a swimsuit and go sit or go naked, whatever. Just put your whole body in the sun, like the real sun, That's going to feel amazing. So if any of you guys are considering booking a trip, absolutely do that. Okay, absolutely. That will feel so much better. Okay. So I just love that there's this opening happening, it's like that. I keep feeling that energy of like you close one door, another one opens, like you're very much in that energy right now. So it's your choice. Are you going to keep going back into the vault and into the fridge and keep pulling? Like these are kind of like, and I use the fridge as a metaphor because it's like, yeah, sometimes you open the fridge, you're like, oh my God, it's the same old stuff. So some of you guys are just bored with, you think that those are the only things. And then you realize like, oh, I'm just going to bring out all this fresh stuff. And then you're like, oh, I want all of these things. So it's understanding what you're feeding yourself emotionally as well. It's like, maybe some of you guys are just feeling a little meh about the options that you think you have. And that's because you're focusing on only those options. You're focusing on you're using a past filter of limitation to see that like, I don't really want any of this stuff. I've outgrown it. And exactly, you have. So remove that filter and look somewhere else. Just shift and go out and do something different and change up that pattern. Okay. And once you start doing that, all this new stuff is going to come. It's like, it's just a shift, it's really simple. It's like the Five of Cups. I don't have the Five of Cups in front of me, but it's very much the idea of like, if you're looking at the 3 spilled cups, or the 5 things in your fridge, like you're going to not feel great. You're just looking at like, oh, there's not enough. And I'm not satisfied. And all you have to do is look over in the card. He takes off the cloak. Well, you don't have to take the cloak off, but he probably will once he looks over and realizes, oh, there's 2 cups right there. Like, this is awesome. I don't have those 3, but I've got these 2, and these 2 are even better than those 3. And then he like takes his cloak off and off he goes, So some of you guys, I really am getting a big process of elimination, or the elimination diet. Like, eliminate things. Don't just look at what we've always done or always eaten. Like, no, it's time to just shift a little bit. Okay. And once you do, like, a whole new path starts opening. So it's really about what you're focusing on. So just be honest with yourself. You're like, I don't really want any of this stuff anymore. It's just not satisfying. It doesn't fulfill me, and just realize that, like, oh, okay, well, it's up to me, and I can go and have this. Wow. I love how ultimately it's so simple. Like, it's so hard. Like, life is so fucking hard. And then all of a sudden the shift happens, and it just seems like it came out of nowhere. It just seems like it just happened. Like the light switch went on. That's what I feel like. And you're like, but all of a sudden now it's like great. And it just happened like overnight. And you're like, yeah, because all that work you did, healing and journaling and talking about like all the stuff we've been doing, that's how it works. You're like, all right, close the fridge and boom. There's something even, yeah, King of Wands, you got all of this, like, you become really attractive. You got the Knight of Cups, you got the King of Wands. You become more alive. This is about your aliveness. What are you sustaining yourself with? Whether it's food, diet, exercise, people in your life, your environment. Your environment's so important. It's like really critical. So if you don't like where you are, you don't like where you live, maybe you need to switch that up. That's a huge drain. Huge. So some of you guys are just making simple decisions. And I think all you need to do is like consider other options and see where it goes. Like, period. It really doesn't have to be hard. It's just keep it very simple. Like, yes or no. Like the 2 cups, it's like, do you like me or do you not? Like be very clear about what you want and what you love, and be more of the editor. If you going back to that 8 of Pentacles and all these things that she has on her table, it's like you might get a lot of options, but you're just going to pick the best one and put it there. So some of you guys, I see you going through a lot, like maybe you're researching or you're doing something and you're like, oh God, don't, if it becomes too much of a drain, then put it down. And that's part of the process that you're developing, is like, you don't have to like push yourself so hard into something. If it doesn't feel good, know when to put it down and focus on something else. Like, put everything in its place. Like, it's good to compartmentalize. We're told that we shouldn't, but it's like, well, I think it's great. Like, cause it's like, all right, well, if you have to do some kind of like finance work or pay bills or pay, all these things, and your mind is not like awake enough to do that, but you have it scheduled for Tuesdays at 10 a.m., but you're like, I don't want to do it then. Like, I'd rather do it, like Wednesday morning, whatever. Like, give yourself some bandwidth, they're saying, to decide for yourself how you want to do your day. Okay, this is really important, right? Is understanding that now it's changing. You're not on someone else's timeline or program. And even if you still work for people, even if you're still involved in things that you don't want to, you can still shift it. Because you wake up in your body, do you not? You don't wake up chained to your desk. You don't wake up, like some people, have partners, but like you still wake up with yourself and your thoughts and your heart and your feelings, So start there. And what if it, and just decide for yourself, like, okay, well, what I'd like to do first thing in the morning is X. So next thing you know, you start doing X. Instead of doing the other thing, I'd really like to do this. And just start inserting new fun things that you actually want to do. Just start with that. It's so simple. Literally, like I'm seeing, even for someone specifically, like, get up and work out, get up and like run, get up and go do something. That, like, if you can do that first thing in the morning, that sets your energy in such a better place, and you're way better person to deal with. You have to kind of learn how to tame your own beast. So there's a very strong masculine energy that either someone you're with or someone you know or someone who's watching, like you have got to release that. You have, I mean, it's who you are. So you definitely need to be in a sexual relationship. You need to be very physically active. You need to be very creative and passionate and driven. And you are such a better person. Like you're just a better man, you know, or this person's a better man when they can just do all of that, you know. They're much more thoughtful and gentle. Wow. I do feel a lot of transition for some men right now, and I think it's really amazing. It's like just, I know it's been a hard road, you know, with all this stuff with Me Too and everything, and like I think it's just important that you understand like what drives you and what's your passion, what you're motivated by, what gets you out of bed in the morning, and just be really honest with yourself. If you want to have like sex 10 times a day, just be honest with, you know, don't try to tamper anything. Or if you want to go into a studio and make music for 10 hours a day, like go do it. Like no one's really stopping you. You're only stopping yourself. And you actually are much better when you can do that. When you can, some of you guys really just need to communicate, or someone in your life really just needs to be more, you know, the King of Wands is in control, right? He decides how things are going to go. So if any of you guys have been like pussyfooting around, they're saying, pussyfooting around, like you're just kind of being like 7 of Cups guy, like you got to boss up. You're going to feel so much better when you do. So hit the gym, they're saying, like just do it. You need to move the body. Okay, this is a physical ailment, they're saying, that needs to be it affects everything. Dang, I'm going to jump off of that because I feel like just you have someone in your life who just really needs to go and like express, like they need something to do, you know. If any of you guys know people, or you're a man, you're like not one to retire. That's another thing. Like I'm just gonna retire. Fuck no, you know, that's like your death. So figure out the thing you can do now that you want to keep doing because you love doing it. Now, you know, this is not someone who's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my thing, like, and sit back. It's not going to work for you. So you got to shift out of that, right? And it's great if you've got retirement, fine, you know, whatever. But like, you're not going to just sit back and do nothing. You're just getting started in a lot of ways. Some of you guys are really coming together with someone who's just like major partner. Like I've been getting that for a while, you know. It's like these people coming together and teaming up, and you're very, very. There's an attractive quality, I think, that like many people like are starting to like get back into that, you know, kind of what we talked about with the midlife thing. Like we go through phase, especially women, you know, we go through these horrible phases where, you know, it's so awful. It sucks. And then all of a sudden, boom, the lights come on, right? And that's what happens. It's because you actually went through it. So for any of you guys who have been going through it, you know, man, women, whatever, like, trust me, it will get better. It gets better. You just got to get to the other side of it. And I'm sitting here saying this going, nothing's really changed, but I just feel better. So I know it's going to be better. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's a thing. There's a shift, a major shift. And it's getting out of your head, really, you know? I mean, so I understand. Yeah, there you are again. So don't like, this is, okay. Okay. All right, come on. Okay. I just got annoyed. So some of you guys are like annoyed with someone who can't make up their mind. Does that resonate with any of you guys? Is there anyone in your life that is just like, they can't make up their mind? They don't know what they want. They go round and round and round. Like, stop trying to enable them or indulge them. I don't know. I might want to do this or I might want to do that. Like, I think it's better for you to just not really like care too much. I mean, I hate to say it sounds mean, but just be like, figure it out. I don't know. Like they're getting attention somehow by like, you know, like this is kind of like a helicopter parent or someone who's like too involved in what someone's going to decide, and it's taking your power away. There you go. You know, like there's someone that's just like, you're waiting for someone to make a decision and they cannot seem to, and it's affecting you, and it's not good. Like that's what we're kind of recognizing that, and with love, like if this is a child or someone that you really care about, like you're going to have to let them make up their own mind, and it might take a minute. They might have to sort through some things, and that's fine. But I feel like the time is running out in some way. So it's like, okay, you can indulge people and that's fine. But then when it gets to be like a little bit like you start to feel annoyed, like be real about it. Like just because we're spiritual people doesn't mean we don't get irritated or annoyed or angry. Like, oh, it drives me nuts. It's like, oh, you're spiritual. Like, you have to be so like, blah. No, I don't know. I just think like, whatever. Yeah, you're a star, darling. So you just do you. Your light is what shines. That's what matters, not what someone else is deciding or not deciding. Don't worry about it. Like, it's between you. Ooh, that was so crazy. Oh my God. Cause like she went down and then wow. I just had a magic moment. That was rad. You guys didn't even see that, but that was really cool. So yeah, 10 of Pentacles. This is like everything. This is like everything awesome all the time. This is family, it's money, it's generational wealth. It's like so much abundance that's coming for you. Like you're going to be able to provide for like everyone. Like it's like those stories of like, like the artists that come from nothing and they make it and then they like buy houses for their moms and there's, it's like, oh, I love this. It makes me so happy. Like that is what you should focus on, like focus on that. Like what makes you shine, what makes you feel alive and connected, that's going to be really good. Like you're going to do really well. You're going to actually bring people together. If any of you guys, some of your special talents, so like look at that right now, like your special talents, your gifts. Really focus in on that. This is very intuitive as well with all that purple. So some of you guys, you're embarking on a very spiritual, like source aligned, connected kind of experience, especially if it's an experience or if you're creating experiences for people. That shit's going to be amazing. So use your powers to bring people together. Okay. Use your powers to create community. Use your powers to create abundance and joy. This is about experiences, really, at the end of the day. That feels really good, especially ones that are really inclusive. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, like I always love like the European kind of lifestyle. Like you have family, you have kids, and you bring them with you to like dinners and like friends' houses. Like you can socialize and still have your kids running around. You know what I mean? Like I feel like, at least the way I was raised, that just like didn't happen. And I feel like it's so beautiful when you can create safe places for people to just gather and, support each other. This is a huge message of creating experiences that support other people. All right. I hope that makes sense. What time is it? I have no idea. 43. Okay. We got about 20 more minutes, less than that. I don't know. Time doesn't matter. I'm just going to shift gears because I feel like that message ended. I know that was a lot. I know that I hope that made sense. It really did for me. I totally forgot what I just said, but that's kind of how it is. That's why we record this, right? Anyways, I'm going to pull an oracle card and then I'll let you guys go. How y'all doing? I mean, I see where you're at, so it's good. Like, it's fine. Like, we're just slowing down the old way of doing things and just opening up to a new way of doing things. Like, keep it simple and just see, like, call spirit in. Like, you don't want to have it all figured out. You just want to experiment, okay? Like, it's a good time to just play. Bring some things together. Like, when you're creating, have music, have flowers, have things, like, all the things. I'm getting a lot of flowers, botanicals, like, bring in all your favorite things and just surround yourself with it. And then you just go. I don't know. It feels like it comes very naturally to you, and I think a lot of it is just stemming from this sort of self-acceptance, just understanding yourself a little bit more. Like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm a little quirky, maybe a little not everyone's cup of tea, but I like these things and these things and these things, and I'm just going to like put them together and see what happens. Like, it's very experimental. Like, the vibe of what you're creating is experimental. It's a really good time to just kind of be impromptu. It's not, this kind of thing is not like planned. Like, especially that what you do, it's like you can't schedule, you know, it's like you just show up and you're like, oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like it's like a cooking show. You know what I mean? Like they know what they're going to make, but like they're chopping the vegetables, they're doing all these things right there. Like that'd be great if that's this. Any of you guys are starting a cooking thing, that's freaking great. You know, like it's experimental. I want you guys to experiment and play. Okay. Unfinished sympathy. So yeah, another really strong message of something or someone from your past is like really pulling on your energy right now. Like it could be in a beautiful way and like a, you know, like a grief, like it's okay, you know, but it could also be, I don't know. I'm just getting the sense of like, you're going to need to decide whether you want to go back into that or not. Like it may definitely some of you guys have an ex coming back around, or some of you guys have an opportunity that you're like considering. And, you know, it's not that it's not going to be a good thing. It's definitely possible that, you know, this could be a positive energy. Like, this is like me, like, even when I was in LA and wanting to see, you know, I didn't see one friend of mine, but like, I always want to see this person and he just wasn't in town. And that's okay. But like, I know I'll see him again. Like, it's fine. Like, it's just, but there's people that you want to continue to revolve around. You know, you want people in your world and in your life. So, if any of you guys are feeling pulled towards somebody that you haven't seen in a while who is a really amazing person, especially if they're an emperor type, and they're not like a confused person, like they're strong, then make that happen. You know, I mean, it's all about you just deciding. Okay, book the ticket. Like, put it on the like, get it done. Like, just do the thing. And that's going to feel really great. That's why they want you to get all the other stuff done now so that you can do the thing that you really want to do. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, not for you. Decide like just close the refrigerator. You're going to be tempted, mark my words, because this always happens when you're about to break through and you're about to start something good. Something from the past comes up. It's just how it fucking works. Every girl who's ever dated on this planet understands as soon as you like don't care anymore, all of a sudden, knock, knock, knock. Or, you know, like they just come back around when you don't care, when you're not focused on them anymore. Trust me, it's going to happen. Okay. And now you're ready. You're like ready. Like, okay, that person's going to come knocking. I'm not going to do it. It's like, God, I'm seeing that movie with Jennifer Lopez I think it's called Enough, where she's like, you know, she's like fights and like goes into his house and like, I like that kind of energy. Like some of you guys, like, I'm not trying to scare you all. Like, I don't think you guys have like well, who knows? I don't know. But I'm just saying, like it will probably resurface, okay, on some level. And if we're just kind of anticipating that temptation's going to be there, or that person's going to resurface, we're going to know that we're equipped to decide not to say yes. Okay. So it's going to be like, some of you guys are just kind of like leading up to that point and you're like practicing saying no. It's a really good time to practice saying no to people. Like, I know that sounds mean, but like, you know what I'm saying, right? It's like, oh, will you come over and do this thing? No. Will you pick up my kid? No. Will you? No. Like, you're just say no. And because you're not used to that maybe, or like you're kind of, I'm getting the word pushover, which sounds kind of mean, but I understand. I'm like that. I've been like that. People pleasing, all that stuff. Like, start building up your nose and setting your like, I don't even want to use the word boundaries because that word is so freaking overused, but just start to build that muscle of just eliminate and saying no. Okay, just start there. If you're like no idea what I'm talking about, just start doing that. Trust me. And then you'll get to that point where all of a sudden you sit down and you're like, it's fucking on. And I want you to feel that feeling of awesomeness. Like, that's what it is. Like, if it is not exciting and like light you up kind of exciting, then that's not it. Okay, trust me. Like, it can be that good, right? And you got to believe. It's like they got to say it to myself, like, believe. Like, hold on to your star. Just believe. But like, believe in that feeling. Even if that moment only lasts for 8 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, like feel that, you know, like feel and keep creating more of that excitement. Okay. God, so many of you guys have been like I know I've been with you too. There's that feminine energy. It's like it is about being the strong feminine now. It's very feminine, meaning like what you're creating is feminine. But you got that emperor in there, which is like the perfect blend. You know what I mean? Like whether it's the kind of the aspect of you who's like really good at business or really strong or really, just like they get it. Or it's someone that comes into your life that helps you, with this next phase. Either way, like it's about to change. Like it really is. And so it's just about kind of slowly adopting the new way of being. Okay. You have to kind of click into it. You're like, okay, I just had this great thing and I want to like, how do I turn that into something else? How do I take that energy and make it something else? And then you just keep doing it, like copy and paste. Like, again, back to finding your formula. It's a really good time to find your formula and to do something that you can recreate, that's scalable, right? That you can do this and then you tweak it and then there's that and you tweak it and there's that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that feels really, really good. If any of you guys need a business reading or whatever, branding like that, that's my background. So I love reading about businesses that are creating or what you can do with your, your passion. Flexibility. Ooh, upside down. See? It's even more flexible. That's really interesting. The flexible card came upside down, which is like double whammy flexibility. So it's really good time to just kind of go with be flexible. This isn't like, I don't know. I think that's part of what needs to come off of you is that rigid feeling of like, I got to do this, I got to do that. Like the world you're inhabiting now does not abide by those rules. You have to just kind of be a unicorn right now, just kind of be your own self and go in your own energy. But be cool, be flexible. There's no rushing here. It's better for you to cultivate relationships that are kind of based on like mutual gratification, they're saying. Oh my God. That's really interesting. I'm definitely getting, anyways, my dirty mind is starting to kick in and I'm trying to keep it clean today, There's that yang energy. They're like, good luck keeping it clean. It's just, hey, right? Like you got to get a little messy. Like again, back to experiment, play, like throw some shit on the wall. Like who cares? It's better for you guys just to kind of like really release your own creative spirit. Like let it shine. Okay. My God, I've been wanting to wrap up for like 20 minutes, but it's like the energy I feel like for you guys is going to there's a momentum that's going to come through. It's going to feel so good. And it's like you're going to be doing the thing. You don't even realize you're doing it. You're just doing it and doing it and doing it. And you're like kind of in, it's like you're in your zone, man. You're in the flow. That flexible card is being in the flow. You don't care what's going on in the world. Who cares what's happening with whatever? This world is cooking up, and the news or whatever. Like, who cares? Like, really, you're not even gonna like tune out all that stuff. For some of you guys, music is very, very important. Putting on headphones, getting high frequency, like do that while, like, if you're working or you're doing writing. Get all of your senses dialed in. Like go into like a chamber of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's a great time for you guys to sauna, especially for the men out there. Get your ass in a sauna. Like get all of that out. That's gonna feel really good. Heat, all of that. Women, of course, everybody. Like go like sauna. Get like a new morning thing going, and that's gonna really shape like the rest of your day. And that's what they're asking you to do, is just kind of boss up into your own life. Like don't just hand your life over to whoever needs what from you. That's not how, that's why you feel like shit, because you're just handing your shit over. Okay, I gotta walk the dog. Oh, I gotta go do this. Oh, I gotta do that. Like, there's things we have to do. I gotta wake up at 6 and take my son to work out in the morning. I'm like, oh, fuck, but of course, like, I love my kid. I'm going to do it. Of course, like, figure it out. It's no big deal. It's just that you're kind of understanding that, like, you're choosing to do that, like everything's a choice. Everything's a choice. And they're just asking you to consider the choices that you're making, period. I think that feels really good, just to kind of nip it in the bud. Just consider your choices. There you go. It only took me an hour. It only took me an hour to get to that. But I still feel like I just want to give you, clean it up. Some of you guys are just needing to kind of, clear out some space, like empty the fridge, like get rid of like the old stuff, like do a clearing, do a purge, just, like it might be a good time. I know some people like to write letters to people, like wrap up some emotional thing, like, it's a good time just to kind of get it all out and be done with it. Send a note, they're saying. just send a note. Sorry I ruined your life, but hey, it was a fun night. Like whatever it is, like there does need to be a closing ceremony, like some kind of epic Olympic closing ceremonies. For some of you guys, you're wrapping up just like a really, really big cycle. Yeah, round and round. Anything that like a pattern. Okay, so this is it. Like it's a pattern. That's the refrigerator. It's like a pattern, and you keep going back to the old pattern. So once we wake up and realize that it's a pattern we're running, then we're gonna be like, oh, okay, I don't need to go to the fridge. I don't even want to go to the fridge anymore because that pattern isn't being activated. So it's all just like calming down. It's all calming down. So we just kind of let it go. It's like I'm seeing it almost like a stagecoach. It's kind of a weird word, but like those old carriages, and like the wheels are really big with the spokes and all that, and sometimes they just fall off, because it's old or whatever. It's like that. It's like that wheel's falling off. I think it's good for you guys just to kind of let it go. Like dump it. Just dump it. I know it seems kind of harsh, but your friends will be really happy. Your friends are going to be like, thank God that's over, So like sometimes do it for them. Like there's something way better, way better. Like everything is just going to be so much more like equal and fun and like exchanging gifts. This is creativity. So find a partner, find a pal, find someone that you can jive with. Like it's a great time to kind of match up, even though like the Eight of Pentacles, she's on her own. That's great, but part of what makes it fun is the collaboration too. So consider collaboration. Maybe that's one of the things that you love, right? Because creativity, when you collaborate, like there's such joy and even more creativity that comes out of it. So consider something like one of your loves as being something that's non-physical, like collaboration. It's a concept, or it's an idea, it's a process, it's an experience. Like that's something too, even though it's not a physical thing. So identifying all of that is really good for you right now. It's just getting some clarity around what those special things are that you really want to work with. Like, let's just say it's like, okay, this is it. Like it's one of those times where it's like you're going to a desert island, or like, what are you going to take with you? Or, like look at those things right now. Like like if the world is ending, like, what do you want to save? What is it? And there's your answer. And it might surprise you, quite frankly. Like, let yourself be a little surprised. Let yourself be a little surprised, because maybe you didn't realize that until you sat down and kind of like really not thought about it, but you just kind of, I mean, it's a thinking thing to go back and remember how something made you feel. It's the feeling part of it that they want, but sometimes you have to use your mind to go back and conjure that up. Right? So use your brain in that way to just go back and get a file from the back, it just says, oh yeah, I felt joy when I was whatever, playing, capture the flag with my neighbor friends. Like, okay, fun. Like whatever, like something silly. It doesn't have to be like this big revelation. It's more simple, the better. Okay. All right. I'm really going to let you go because we're like pushing the hour. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing really good. I am, I'm teaching. Okay. So there's a lot going on. I'm just going to keep you posted on Instagram. Those of you guys who want private sessions, of course, I'm doing remote and in person. And I'm just going to see if there's any last bit of information that wants to come through. I hope these messages resonated for you guys. I know when I do general readings like this, not everything is for everyone. But I hope at least something came through and landed that made you, I don't know, just shift a little bit. Small shifts, right? That's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's good. I like that the deck is quiet. Things are going to start to calm down, you know? It's really beautiful. Oh my God, see? Everything just went away. Very strange. All right. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up. Come to the edge. We'll leave it there. Yep, you're almost there. You're almost there. Like, keep going, you know, keep going. Like, just like, trust me. It is, you're so close to having like a really, really powerful creative breakthrough. So sometimes we got to go really like far out on a limb, you know, to find that ripest fruit right now. So just really, if you think you're like, oh my God, is there, yeah, just like keep just a little bit more, and then there'll be like somewhat, there's going to be some kind of a reveal or an aha moment or something that just, it all just kind of starts to make sense. So we will continue this next week, you guys. I cannot wait to see where this leads. I'm so proud of you. Like, you are amazing. Don't forget it. And I'm here if you need anything. And that's it. I will see you guys real soon. Take care.